Just don't fight.
We're not fighting.
Just go.
Aren't you going to thank Penny for taking you to Disneyland?
Thank you, Penny.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Want a cup of coffee?
The Big Bang Theory's most cringeworthy moments, Ranked, explores the sitcom's struggles with humor that sometimes felt more like mockery than good-natured fun. While the show was a beloved hit, running for 12 seasons, it occasionally relied on jokes targeting characters' gender, race, mental health, and self-esteem, sometimes veering into uncomfortable or even offensive territory. It also highlighted toxic traits in certain characters for cheap laughs, making some moments difficult to watch. However, despite these cringeworthy instances, The Big Bang Theory often managed to strike a balance between self-aware humor and lighthearted storytelling, cementing its place as a popular sitcom. The Big Bang Theory's most cringeworthy moments, Ranked. The Big Bang Theory started as a show following four nerdy dudes navigating a world that doesn't always treat them kindly, and that they often fail to understand themselves, while also getting to know the gorgeous new neighbor that moved in across the hall who was inexplicably willing to dive headfirst into their friend group almost immediately. As the series went on, it got a lot deeper and more complex than that, but that was always the underlying foundation on which the show's 12 seasons were built. As many have pointed out, both while the show was on the air and especially in looking back on it since it ended, The Big Bang Theory sometimes struggled with making sure the audience was laughing with its characters rather than at them. There were far too many jokes made at the expense of the characters in terms of their gender, race, mental health, self-esteem, and various other things that are very tricky to wring humor out of in a way that doesn't feel like punching down at a marginalized group. The show also tended to zero in on the objectively toxic traits of some of the characters and play the way they mistreated others for cheap, uncomfortable laughs. To be clear, Big Bang was a great sitcom overall and did often successfully walk the right side of the line of good-natured jabs and making sure the characters were in on the jokes being made at their own expense. But things definitely got pretty cringeworthy from time to time. Top 30 Sheldon and Amy moments on The Big Bang Theory. People underestimate the importance of Chinese President Xi's entrepreneur meeting. Alibaba's Chinese President Xi Jinping's meeting with entrepreneurs last month gave businesses confidence to make investments. Chairman of Alibaba Group Zhou Tsai said at CNBC's Converge Live in Singapore on Wednesday. People underestimate the importance of that meeting, he said. What that meeting did to the entire entrepreneur sector, or the private business sector, is it gave private business people confidence to make investments in their business. Last month, she held a closed-door symposium with some of the country's most prominent business leaders, including Alibaba founder Jack Ma, in a rare show of support for the sector.